Hi, I'm Becca and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to attach your reindeers to your sleigh and your Santa, and then that's the final part of the Christmas scene for Christmas 2022. I know it's 2023 now, but as I've explained before, that's why I was poorly, so that's why it's a little bit late, this last bit. So each year I'm going to bring this out and I'm going to add more things to it, more quilled characters. I think there'll be snowmen, there'll be there might be a nutcracker. There's lots of different things that you can actually do. It just depends on how big of a scene you want to create. So in this video I'll just show you how to attach the reins to them, and then how to attach them to Santa if you want to attach them to his hands. And it's really simple and quick to do, so let's get to it and I'll show you how. Okay, so we're just going to put our scene together. I'm planning on each year adding something to the display. I just didn't get as many things done as I wanted to do with me being poorly before Christmas. So this year we've just made our 9 reindeer, so we've got the 8 that go in the back, and then of course I've had to make Rudolph to go at the front with a nice red nose. We've got the sleigh and Santa, and we've got our 2 trees. Don't need to do anything with those or with Santa. If you want to make a little sack to go in the back of your sleigh, you can do, or you could just put some sweets or lollipops in there, just something like that if you want to. So what I'm going to use is this sort of beaded chain. Got it from the range. I get most of my stuff from the range, this sort of thing. I got it round about Christmas time, so you should be able to get it. There might actually still be some in the sales at the moment, because they've still got bits in the shop for weeks and weeks after Christmas, because they put way too much in the shops and they want to get rid of it. So I'm using my trusty glue gun like I usually do. Now with each of the reindeer I'm going to come from the ones in front, and then I'm going to come to the pair behind, and then I'm going to join them in between as well. So I'll zoom in now and just take Santa out of the way and the trees. So I'll move some of these over back. If you notice, I've done them in 2 different colours, just so that it gave a bit of variation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach it to here, round about the neck. I'm just going to pop a little blob just there. You don't want to be putting too much on, like I just did there. Luckily I've got it off quick enough. And then I'm just going to take my chain and stick it to that little blob. So just about there. You can put something around the neck if you want to cover this up later on. Rudolph's lost his tail, so I'll have to give him a new tail. That's with him getting put in a box over Christmas. Okay, so then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put this onto the one to his left on this side. So I just need to put another little blob of glue on. I always use some twine as well. You don't have to use this beaded chain. This is just what I'm using. Okay, so that's just how they're connected there. Oh, and this one's tail's coming up, so I'll just fix him. So this is my lesson learned. When I'm storing it, ready for bringing it out, I need to pack it up more carefully than I did over Christmas. Okay, let's get that off. And then we'll go, in fact we'll do the full row going down, and then we'll come back round the other way to connect to Rudolph at the front again. So I'll bring the next one in. Obviously I need to make sure that they've got enough space in between for them to stand. Okay, I'll sort of lay them on the side so you can just see the sort of distance that's in between. If you want to leave a little bit of give so they don't get too tight. Oh, and I've knocked his ear off now. See, I'm terrible. His ear back on. With his ear in his ankle. So it's probably good that you're seeing that I'm breaking things, because then you'll know how to fix them. Okay. So I'm going to do the rest of them until I get to Santa's sleigh, and I'll come back. She don't want to watch me doing all of them in one go, because that'll be a bit tedious. So I'll go and do that and I'll come back. Right, so I've got 5 joined together already. Now I've got back to where the sleigh is going to be. Now you could have Santa holding the chain and glue it to him, but then it's going to be a little bit awkward for you to store it when you're putting it away for the following Christmas. So what you can do is you can just leave enough of the chain to be able to just wrap it around his hand, just so that it attaches, and then you can obviously take him off for storage. So I'm just going to snip that bit off, and I've got a nice length there that I can put around his hand when it comes to getting it out for next year. So I'm going to do the opposite side just exactly the same, and then we're going to come back and then I'm going to show you how to put them together in between, just so that they're all joining up in their pairs. So I'll go and do that and I'll be back in a second. Okay, so I've got my 2 side reins finished. Now what I'm going to do is, you don't have to do this actually, they're all attached together anyway. I'm wanting to put some little connecting pieces in between each of the reindeer, because I think that's how they'd be if they were strapped to a sleigh. Get my words out. And I'm pretty sure that on the Polar Express film, I think that's how they've got them on there as well. So I want mine to look like that. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take some more of my chain, and then I'm just going to measure in between each of the reindeers how far I want them to be apart. Now I've got this piece, and then I'm just going to snip that off, and then I need 4 of those. So save me having to keep measuring, I just put my chain up against the longer strip and cut myself 4 of those. Now as for attaching the chain to Santa, you can attach it to him. I was thinking while I was doing the side reins, you can attach it to him because these are already going to be attached, so you're going to have to figure out a way to store them that way individually. I'm thinking that you might need to get some of the packing curly thingies, I'm not quite sure what they're called, so that it can go in between them into a little box or something. So essentially you can stick the reins onto Santa, but I'm just going to leave it for now. Put that on there so it don't all drop off. So I'm just going to pop a tiny bit of glue right on the end of the chain, and then I'll do this one because that one's best one in shot, and stick that to the reindeer. And then I'm just going to take the glue at the other side and do the same. You don't need much glue at all really with this. Oops, and that's stuck to my finger instead of the reindeer because I lifted it off too soon. Let's try that one again. See, they're all drunk, they're falling over. I'm knocking them over more like. Try not to get it stuck to the antlers. Right. So that's how I'm going to do those. So I'll go and do the rest and pull all the bits of stringy glue off me, and I'll come back. Okay, so I've got all the reindeers attached to each other, and I did decide to attach the reins to Santa's hands. They're probably quite easy to just peel off and stick back on if I can't find any of the polystyrene shaped things to pack them away. And then I've just got my 2 trees. Oh, it's falling over. My 2 trees here. Another thought that I'd had for these trees, you can get the battery powered lights. I can't remember whether if I mentioned it during the tutorial. You can get them in like the pound shop and things, so if you wanted them to actually light up, you could use those as well. So that's another fun option for you to do. You could also put bells on your reins. You could put the names of the reindeers actually on the bodies as well, like sort of like the neck brace that goes round them. Sometimes they have the name engraved on there. There's lots of different things that you can do. It's just totally up to you what you want to actually decorate your scene with. So like I say, each year I'm going to try and add something new to the scene. I want to build something for it to actually stand in while it's out and it's on display. I had thought of using a cardboard box and lining it with the fake snow sheeting that you can get. So I'll probably do that next Christmas time when I'm doing the tutorials for it. So I know you can't really see the best angle from where the camera is, but you'll see it better on the thumbnail at the beginning of the video. So if you've got any questions, put them in the comments. I'm happy to answer as best I can. And if you've liked the video, if you could give me a thumbs up, that'd be appreciated. And if you're not subscribed, if you consider subscribing, that would be appreciated too. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.